Hey everyone, this is a bit of a different type of video. I know the camera quality is kind of bad, but it's because I'm on my mom's laptop because it is currently 9:08 a.m. and I'm not normally on my iPod at this time, but I've gotten a couple questions from you guys because I'm friends with a few of you on Facebook and stuff, and I've gotten questions asking about my life story. So today I'm gonna share that so you guys will know my past and kind of understand why I do things a certain way. And a lot of people say not to put your life story on the internet. Well, I'm going to, because one, fuck it, and two, somebody else might have been through some of the shit I've been through, and I could help them. Now, before I start, trigger warning. If you are sensitive on like sexual assault topics, self-harm, and suicide, all three of those are in this. If you cannot handle that kind of stuff, please click away and tune in next time. But I'm going to give you a couple seconds to do that, so you guys don't got to hear this. Hang on. Okay. So now that people who can't handle that are gone, I'm gonna start. I live in Pennsylvania in the United States. I've lived here my whole life. And it all started, my mom and my real dad were together, obviously, and had me and my brother, and then my other three siblings have a different dad. Not all different dads, but three of them have one dad, and me and my brother have one dad. So there's two different dads in the family. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this by like my mind, and I'm really tired. I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night, so I'm trying to function a little bit. There's gonna be some funny stories in here. You guys know how I am already. I'm gonna be off topic 3 times before I even get it right. But to start with, I was born in Uniontown Hospital on August 3rd, 2000. And that's where my life began. After all that, I lived in Smithfield for the longest time. I lived in Smithfield till I was, I'm going to say 4 or 5, something like that. I was 4 because I was just getting ready to start school. And I don't currently live in Smithfield, but I'm not telling y'all where I live because I don't need people showing up at my door be like, hey, I don't need that. But those who know me personally, y'all know where I live. Please don't post it in the comments. I highly appreciate it. Anyhow, while I lived in Smithfield, we had, that I can remember, 4 dogs, I think chickens, turkeys, a goat, a snake, tarantula. What else did we have, Mom? Well, I'm asking you. We had a bunch of fucking animals, pretty much. We pretty much lived on a fucking farm. Because any of you that live in Pennsylvania that knows Smithfield, it's pretty much all farmland. Everybody got a big ass yard that are full fucking animals. I can tell you guys where I lived before because I don't live there anymore. I used to live literally up the road from Rich's Fright Farm. We'd watch the fireworks every 4th of July in the attic because we didn't have to go because we lived right there. Literally, up there is a church. I lived right across the road. That's literally where I was at when I was growing up. Then when I was, I'm going to say 2 or 3, my real dad left. my mom and completely bailed on us. I don't really know the true story on that yet. I've been told so many different things. So I'm not 100% sure on what happened with that. I've heard he went to the military. I heard he ran away with the boss at his work. I've heard so much shit. So I don't know which one to believe. After all that went down, my mom was a single parent, taking care of all 5 of her kids, with me being the youngest at the moment. And I'll get to that. And then we moved into town, which is where I live now. And I'm not saying the town, but I now live in town. And we lived on this little street, and it wasn't really nothing uncommon. My best friend, just lived right down the fucking road. But we didn't know each other lived there yet, because I just moved. Our fucking landlord was a dick. Rusty was a fucking asshole. I can't stand him. To this day, I can't stand him. And then my mom met this guy when we moved into town. Mom, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe his name was Russell. I think Russell was the first guy my mom got with when we moved here into town. And who was it?
You're not putting my shit on there, no.
Alright, well, my mom got with this guy. I'm going to say Russell, because that's what I can remember. Well, that's what I remember. Who was it?
I said you're not putting my shit out.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say Russell, because that's what I can remember off the top of my mind. And he sexually abused me. And it wasn't just touching. I was raped. And it sucked horribly. And he told me not to tell anybody, so I didn't. Because, I was really young and okay. But something told me it wasn't right. But I still didn't say anything. A few years went by, him and Mom broke up. She got with this other guy named Kai. He did the same shit. And it continued. Then they broke up. A few years down the line, she met this guy named Ray, which is my stepdad to this day. He never did anything to me. He's never done anything. And I really appreciate that. But we took one of his friends in. And you know who you are, and if you watch my videos, fuck you, and thank you for ruining my life. But I highly doubt he watches these. And if he does, I fucking hate you. And you ruined my life. You really did. But I still wish you the best. As I was saying, we took in one of my stepdad's friends. He was really nice in the beginning, very caring, very sweet. And then the sexual abuse started again. Every day, multiple times a day. And my mom didn't have any idea, so please don't blame her on this, but she worked a lot. I think she was working, 2-3 jobs at the time? So, well, she worked 2-3 jobs, and she was really busy. Really busy. And it was just my stepdad and my siblings at the house. And my older brothers were big gamers. They still are to this day. And they still play video games all the time. My sisters were teenagers and they had boyfriends. And it was pretty much me on my own. Coloring or watching TV or something. I was a basic child. And he came into my life when I was about 6. Because I was in about 2nd grade. 2nd or 3rd grade. Whenever Ray came into my life. Then the guy came. And from there till about 2008, I was raped every day, multiple times a day. And it sucks. After all that went down, a few years later, he went to jail for a case on another girl. And I guess she lied. I'm not sure on that. But it wouldn't surprise me if he did do it. And we took in these two boys. And I'm really sorry to bring this up in front of you, Mom.
Then don't.
Da-da-da-da. Somebody got killed. Let's keep it like that. It's part of my family. And they admitted to it. And they still walk the streets like nothing happened. And then when I see them, they got the balls to call me their little sister and try to hug me. And try to tell me, hey, what's up? You killed somebody. Get the fuck away from me. And then this happened when I started cutting when I was 10. And this happened in, I think, 2012. But I started cutting when I was 10. And I continued cutting multiple times a day. It just started with 1 or 2 cuts at a time, because that's all I could take. And then one day, I was really depressed over somebody dying, and I slashed my arms up. Really bad. It got so bad to where I had to go to the hospital. And I was in therapy at the time. And the therapist saw them. And she told me it's good if I go to the hospital. And I'm not sure if she watches my videos. But if so, hi Miss Tanya! I miss you. But yeah, she was amazing. School really fucking sucked. But we'll talk about that after I'm done telling my story. Where'd I leave off? Okay, I remember. I started cutting. When I was 14 years old, my best friend killed himself. He slit his wrist and attempted to hang himself and downed a bottle of vodka. His parents found him and took him to the hospital. I can't remember what hospital, but they took him to the hospital. And he was in a coma for almost 3 weeks. And he died 3 days before school started. So it would be August 22nd, 2014. And he cut and did all that stuff on my birthday. Thanks. And I do miss him dearly. Well, after all that went down, 2014, and it was September 10th. I got sent to the mental hospital in Connersville because of a cutting incident that was really bad. It went from like the palm of my hand to my shoulder and all around my arms. It was horrible. Like really fucking bad. Then after all that went down, I got home. They cleaned up my room for me. And it was pretty great to come home. I mean, I wasn't there for very long. I was there for a week. And it was so hard being away from my mom. Like, yeah, me and my mom don't get along that well, but she's still my mom. And I still love her. Yeah, we may fight. We may want to kill each other. But, you know, you're still my mom. And I love you. 2015 came around, and it came by fast. In March, I met this guy named Kevin, and we dated. I met him through a friend of mine, and we was already friends on Facebook. We just had no idea that we lived so close to each other. And I met him through a friend, and we ended up dating and doing sexual things by lake. Lovely. Which I kind of regret, to be honest. All that went down. Everything was pretty okay. It was a bad breakup, but I got over it. Had my 16th birthday party. I had a pool party. It was like a rave. Like, Dill was fucking amazing. But in like February, March of 2015, my real dad messaged me on Facebook and said, "Hi, sweetheart." And I'm like, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm your dad." And me not knowing it was my actual dad, I was like, "I don't have a dad. He left." And we started talking, and I asked my mom if I can get back in contact with my real dad. And she said that was up to me. And luckily, I let him back in my life. We've had a couple issues since then, but it's family, it's what we do. And everything was amazing until 2016. I was again cutting really bad and continued cutting from the last time. 2017 came around, and that's kind of where things went bad again. I fell into a really deep depression in the beginning of 2017. And I kind of was just depressed constantly. I didn't know what the fuck my deal was, but I was really depressed until the summer. And summer went by very quickly. And I got a job at Rich's Fright Farm in 2015, but I continued working. And I love it there, and I still work there. It's an amazing place. So if any of you guys live in Pennsylvania, in that area, by all means, work or even go through one night. You'd really like it. It's a lot of fun. But you gotta be at least 16 to work there. Then March of 2017, I got locked back in the mental hospital for another cutting incident. Same situation, cut my arms up, etc. And I was only locked up for a few days, maybe 3-4 days. And they let me go because I was ready to go home. I was on good behavior. I wasn't having any suicidal thoughts. But things was going okay. Summer 2017 came by. It went by so fast. And then school started again, and I went one day and beat the shit out of a girl. My first day there. Well, coming back from summer, I beat the fuck out of a girl. Because she bullied me the whole school year. Telling me to kill myself, that I'm fat, that I'm worthless, that I'm ugly, I'm pathetic, that my mom's a whore and shit. And I'm like, bitch, you don't even know my mom. My mom could be the fucking Queen of England for all you know. But anyhow, everything was going great until about, I'm gonna say, my ear itches, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say till about, I don't fucking know, November or so, I got really depressed again. And I got my tattoo done. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's stars with like watercolor on the background. And then a couple months ago, I got another tattoo, and it's on my chest. But I'm only going to show you the top of it, because I'm not showing, like, my boob. But, that's it. It's Insane Clown Posse. It's the Wraith. If you guys are familiar with it, that's great. Now let's talk about my history in school. Because I said we'd touch that topic afterwards. School for me fucking sucked. And I'm not saying that being that basic white girl, you know, I mean it. School fucking sucked. I got bullied literally every day until 10th grade. From 1st to 10th. Bullied every day. And it fucking drove me insane. Because when I was in 5th grade, I got called the fat kid. So I stopped eating. And then I was the anorexic kid. Because I only weighed 95 fucking pounds. And then I started gaining weight again, which is kind of where I'm at now. And then I got called the fat kid again. And I'm like, can y'all just make your fucking mind up? And being a cutter and going to school fucking sucked. Because it's like 80, 90 degrees outside and you're in a fucking long sleeve and you're trying not to die. It's fucking horrible. But as of the beginning of next month, or this month, or whichever month it is, I've been cut free since, I think, February, March, April, May. Alright, it'll be 4 months in the beginning of June. So, kudos to that. And for any of you out there that do cut and you watch my videos, get some help, man. Don't try to do it by yourself. You're not going to be able to. It's not easy. It's really not. It's really fucking hard. Like, you may feel alone and you may feel like nobody cares. But there are people that care about you. Your parents, if you have parents, are going to be there for you. Your brothers and sisters, if you have any. Depend on your best friends if you have to. You know, have somebody to talk to. And if you need somebody to talk to, leave a comment on this video and I'll personally talk to you. You know, hell, I'll be your best friend. Like, we can talk. I'll help any of you. I don't got any problem with it. Because you guys seem like absolute sweethearts. But as I was saying, I'm fucking tired. Life fucking sucks. And I'm currently 17. And that sounds like a basic teenager thing, but life fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Life's not easy. It's not gonna be easy. If life was easy, everybody would be millionaires. It's not. It never will be. Unless you're highly rich and shit, life's gonna fucking suck. That's how it is. But if y'all need anybody to talk to me. Because I've pretty much told you everything that I've been through. I left a few things out, though, that I don't feel like sharing. Because it is really personal. But if you guys need someone to talk to, hit me up. I'll gladly talk to any of you. Believe me, I have no problem with it. I care and love each and every one of you. And I may only have 100 and some subscribers, but that gives me a good feeling that somebody actually watches my videos and actually cares about what I have to say. And I just want to thank you guys. It really means a lot. So, I'm going to get off here. I'll upload again soon. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. I don't know yet. But I'll upload. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.